she just lived equality. I don't think she fought for it. And I think, in a way, she wasn't a perfect feminist because she just took it as her right and lived it and didn't really do it for others. She did it for herself. It was not a question to sort of make it was just she saw that a woman was equal to a man and she lived life so. My instinct is that there is another element.
You think you found an undiscovered element?
Science is changing, and the very people who are running science believe the world was flat.
Leave my laboratory.
If my science doesn't speak for itself, then you have gravely misunderstood it. I've always lived equality, like lived it rather than fought for it and expected it. I think that's how I was raised. And of course that's, I'm a white, middle-class, educated woman. It's a totally different ballgame for me from many other women in the world, and I'm, fully aware of that.
I was very lucky. I grew up in a large family where my mother was adored and admired by all of us boys, and I grew up with a huge amount of admiration for all the women. I've been asked in an interview that he was a very modern man, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's just a great man, an extraordinary man. I don't think it's modern. I think there must have always been men that were like that, and there still are somewhere in the world today.
I think courage is one of the qualities I admire almost more than any other.
Yeah.
And I think I'm almost looking for courageous women more than I'm looking for strong women. I can feel it here, I think of Marie Curie's courage, especially after losing Pierre, to carry on and to sort of stand up to the scientific community and, to go to Sweden when she won her second Nobel Prize and they advised her not to come. And she said, right, we'll see about that. And she went on the train with her daughter and stood before this sort of hostile room and just owned it and spoke her truth. I think I'm interested in people who speak their truth, really. God, I'm lucky to get to play them and live in their shoes for a bit. Because they make you grow. You don't play these women without changing, because they get into your bloodstream, I think.
I have a lot of hope and faith in the younger generations. They don't have the same conversations as we did when we were little. It's just not even on the menu, and I think that's fabulous.
In some ways we're moving forward, and yet look, we're plagued by this world of social media, Instagram and whatever, which is making people self-obsessed again. We're almost going into this world where people are more concerned about their looks than ever before. And so it's really good to have a film out there where, that was just, I don't even know if it featured on their list of priorities. It was about science, and it's so much more exciting. My God, to have a partnership where you're discovering, creating, that is passion, way sexier than, however much she could have worn a fantastic dress.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just, for me, sort of intellect and
yeah, and that's sex. That's sexy, isn't it?
Sexy, yeah.